Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, our voice of radio. So today we need to take a look at, Phantasmal Flames. There's a lot we need to talk about with Phantasmal Flames, and I think it's time we did a bit of a buyer's guide, a pre-orders guide, phrase it how you will. That's what we need to do. Now, it is worth noting that I did previously say that this was only announced for November the 14th for some territories, not all. But since then, Pokemon UK have tweeted out it's coming out on November the 14th, so we're not going to worry about any potential delays until they're actually made official. Nor, of course, can I tell you where to buy this. Your local game store is always your best bet. Your local game store, if it's a good local game store, and I know not everybody has a local game store, and I know not every local game store is good, but if you have a good local game store, I highly recommend going there, buying your stuff there, so that they will hook you up when things are more difficult to find. Good? Good. So what's coming out then? Well, we got booster packs and booster boxes, like you might be expecting. These are pretty standard. The boxes have 36 packs in, or you can buy them individually. Jobs are good'un. And do remember, this is the second Mega Revolution set. The first one is Mega Revolution. Phantasmal Flames is essentially M2 Mega Revolution 2. And there's 4 booster pack artworks there. You got Charizard and Gengar that are the real poster children for the set. And then Mega Heracross and Mega Lopunny, who apparently are also coming, though they've yet to be revealed. Now, the product that a lot of people want straight away is the Elite Trainer Box. The Elite Trainer Box is, elite. People love it. And there are 2 versions here. We got the regular and the Pokemon Center exclusive. And then, obviously the usual deal here. The Pokemon Center exclusive is only available at the Pokemon Center. And then the other one will be available everywhere. And in terms of contents, they're very, very similar. The difference is that the Pokemon Center exclusive will get you 2 extra booster packs and a second copy of the promo. This Charcadet promo. Love this Charcadet promo. It's watching somebody having a fight in a ring from on a balcony. It just looks awesome. Every Elite Trainer box, whether it's regular or PCN, will give you the regular version of the promo, but the Pokemon Center, the PCN Elite Trainer box, will give you a second copy, which is identical in almost every way. The one difference here is that it does have the Pokemon Center stamp on it. It is cool. And look, I've told you a million times, when it comes to the Pokemon Center version, there's 2 reasons to go after it. Number 1 is you want the second version, the stamped version of the promo. Number 2 is you're keeping a sealed collection, so you want this packaging in your sealed collection. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter whether you go for regular or the Pokemon Center exclusive. Now, here's a better look at the sleeves from the Elite Trainer box. They're obviously Charizard themed, everything here is. Here's a Dyson coins and all of that from the Elite Trainer box. And then, here's the content as a whole. People love the Elite Trainer boxes, and they should. I don't know exactly why they've yet to go up for pre-order on the Pokemon Center. At least as I record this, they have yet to go up for pre-order on the Pokemon Center. Rumours persist that there were people who managed to bot the release before it actually went up, and so it got delayed while they sorted that out. But as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at @TheWassy. As soon as we see a drop coming here, I shall let you all know, and then hopefully we can all get hold of this, and life will be good. Now, the booster bundle is not always the most exciting of products. That is your 6 packs for the price of 6 packs. And I always tell you for regular sets, for a long time I've been telling you, look, don't worry too much about the booster bundle. You can just go and buy packs and boxes and all of that. The problem is that might not actually be true all the time. Lately, sets have been far more difficult to get hold of. So, because of that, there is a reason to get the booster bundle here, and it is just if you can't find any other products. You don't need the booster bundle like we do in special sets where you cannot buy individual packs, but if you're struggling to find anything and booster bundles anything you can find, well, I mean, it's still 6 packs for the price of 6 packs. It's still pretty gosh darn cool. By the way, the one thing we don't know very much about at this stage is the build and battle kit. Unfortunately, we've yet to see the promos from this. We've yet to see all the cards in Japanese as it happens. But there will be a build and battle kit, like there is for every set with the pre-release promos and 4 packs and all of that. This is the one thing that we haven't actually seen yet from the set. Although, come on, you know the deal at this stage. As soon as we have seen it, as soon as we know what the promos are, I'll share it with you, because that's the kind of thing that I do. Also, when I say we haven't seen it, obviously we've seen it. It's on the screen. What I mean is we haven't seen the pre-release promos that are coming with it. So we've seen the actual box. What I mean is we haven't actually seen all the pre-release things coming in it. And if anyone's really, really interested, well, the Charizard one that's got the play level 2 on the front is the outer box. And then the Gengar that doesn't is the inner box. There you go. That's what you need to know. So, that's coming. That's kind of awesome. What else is going to be coming? Blister packs. Blister packs are going to be coming, including the free pack blisters, which are featuring Sneasel and Weavile. Now, what is super weird about these is that they have regular cards in. By regular cards, I mean they're not promos from Japan or any of that. They are just regular cards from the Japanese set, just popped in as promos. They've taken them out of the set to be used as promos. And that's weird because that never happens. Now, they might just be running out of promos, but, you know, they've had a few fewer lately, but still strikes me as a little bit weird. And it is worth noting that the Weavile is a legit playable card, 2 energy, and if the Pokemon's got 50 HP or less remaining, then it does 190 damage. And although it's not actually something we've seen from Phantasmal Flames, we know from the Japanese set Inferno X that there is a Toxtricity coming, which accelerates a Darkness energy from your deck to a bench Darkness Pokemon, and then you put 2 damage counters on it. Yeah, 2 Toxtricity onto this gets you both the damage and the energy needed to hit 190. It's really, really good. The 1-pack blisters, the proper 1-pack blisters, is the Whimsicott line, Cottony and Whimsicott. We've also seen them over in Japan. They are not looking particularly good or playable, but they are new and mechanically unique. And again, they're also just regular set cards that were taken out. Why? Don't know. Except, again, the thing I literally told you a minute ago, which is to say they are essentially running out of promos. Still always strikes me as a little bit weird. And then the other 1-pack blisters are your Check Lane blisters featuring Blaziken and Hydrapple. And there's nothing actually special about these. They are regular Stage 2 lines with a single booster pack. Now, as I've told you many times, if they have different holo pattern, which they sometimes do, then that changes my opinion and they become awesome. But until we see that, we have to take this with a pinch of salt and go, I don't know, maybe they're not the best ones around. Now, we also need to just mention very quickly the Charizard X EX Premium Collection, the Ultra Premium Collection. Just as a side note, it's not a Phantasmal Flames product. It has an alternate art of the Charizard from Phantasmal Flames, and it has some packs of Phantasmal Flames in it, and it releases on the same day as Phantasmal Flames. But it's technically not actually a Phantasmal Flames product. So I'm mentioning it here just as a quick reminder because it is a redonkulous product. But it's not actually a Phantasmal Flames product. It just has the Charizard and some packs in. It also has a bunch of other stuff. But as I told you the other day, this is a ridiculous product, and it's one that if you haven't already spoken to your local game store and asked about getting one reserved, I would speak to your local game store and ask about getting one reserved because it is phenomenal. It's also got an Oricorio EX promo and alternate art that we haven't seen yet, which is a little bit sad, but I'm sure we'll see it at some point. With both Charizard and Gengar, Phantasmal Flames is going to be a big set. We've already seen enough to know that it's going to be a pretty exciting set, and now you know everything that's coming. Yes, I know I didn't show you the pre-release promos, but they're not going to be out for weeks. What do you want me to do? Wait weeks? Nah, mate. We needed to show you all this now. We end up sharing this over a few videos because that's as the news comes out. Well, now it's time to sit down and tell you everything. Well, it was like 10 minutes ago. We finished now, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of this. Tell me how hyped you are for the set. Tell me what you're going to be picking up and what you're going to be skipping. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @LeWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely Martin Cornwall, who's been a supporter literally since 2012 when I started the podcast before I even had a YouTube channel. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.